Well, today we're not going to do a comparison between the two Sopranos that I talked about last week. After reviewing the SK21A, I mentioned the fact that I had a few instruments for sale, and I sold that before I had a chance to film a comparison with the mahogany, the SK21. In the process, though, I sold, in a week I sold like 5 ukes, bought 3, so you'll be seeing some reviews on the new ones. And this first one's kind of interesting. Have you ever had a uke, you owned it for a while, and then you sold it, and then down the road, you bought the same uke again, or one that was similar? Well, that's the story today. When I first started playing ukulele, probably within the first year, I got turned on to KA-'s solid spruce top laminated spalted maple back and side series. I actually owned a soprano, concert, and tenor because I just loved the tone. And I feel like KA builds a great ukulele. So owned those for a while, down the road sold them. And then I saw that Hawaii Music Supply was doing a special on the soprano because they're moving from rosewood fingerboard to walnut. And the walnut's fine, but I prefer the look of the rosewood, so I purchased that. I did have them do the full setup, meaning they dealt with the frets and all of that, and sent it to me. So this is the solid spruce top, spalted, and we'll look at that really in depth in a second, maple back and sides, KA-FMSG. KA-FMSG. Now, when I owned this particular series of ukuleles a couple years ago at least, they were satin finish. Since then, they've done some work, I think, on the voicing, and they've gone to an all gloss, including the neck. It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Most of my ukes right now are, in fact, they're all satin except for this and the long neck Koaloa. I like the satin finish. I like the gloss too. I prefer if this had a satin finish on the neck, but the gloss is fine. I like this. There's a couple reasons I bought another one. First of all, I love the tone between the maple and the spruce. But this spalted maple, every single one of these is different, by the way, when you look at the patterns. I've never seen one that was the same. So look at that pattern. Can you see how radical that is? And then when you look at the sides, it's the exact, I mean, it's just crazy. And they do it on the top too. This one, unfortunately, doesn't have hardly anything. It has a couple little things here and here, but usually there's also a pattern on the top of the head there. So we've got beautiful, really nice spruce, nice rosette, rosewood. I believe this is a tusk saddle. Rosewood fingerboard, tusk nut. This does not have the friction tuners. Mahogany neck does not have the friction tuners. Has the sealed tuners, which are really, really nice. Holds tune beautifully. What appears to be a mahogany, maybe a maple. I don't know. I can't really tell. Nice wood binding and heel cap here. Just a nicely put together ukulele. I had them put strap pins on. I like to play with a strap, and nice tone on this. So I went on the site this morning. I think these are all gone now. Now they've just got the walnut because of the city's regulations and stuff. It makes it easier for them to export without having to deal with all the paperwork. I prefer the rosewood. I prefer the look of the rosewood, the darkness. And one thing I've discovered, I really like this. At the end of the fingerboard. This is 12 frets, but that's it. There's no extension on the fingerboard. So most of my ukes actually have this, not all of them, but most of them. So I bought 3, and this one I bought a Ko-Aloha Soprano in the Pakake, the satin finish, which I really like. And then I bought a Soprano. They're all 3 Sopranos. I bought a Kauai KTS-7, which is a Style 3 Martin copy that I've always wanted. Every time I've gone on the ukulele site, I've looked at them. They retail for like, or they sell it for like $12.50-ish or something like that. I found a really nice lady. I think she lives in Rhode Island, that was getting rid of one that was like brand new with an incredible case. Oh, beautiful case. So I'll be reviewing both of those too. And I'll probably be doing a comparison between the Ohana SK38, all mahogany, all solid mahogany, and the KTS. Same body. Also, the KTS is all solid mahogany. And just the two of them, the tone of them. Now this is a brand new uke, and it's got great sustain. It also, these are the stock Aquila strings that came on it. One thing about ukuleles, and I am going to do a video on UAS, ukulele acquisition syndrome, is the necks are, they're all just a little bit different. Some people may not like this neck, not because of the width, 1 3/8, but because of the depth. Put it against my shirt so you can actually see how deep that is. It's got a little more meat on the back. Now, personally for me, especially if I'm playing for a couple hours at a jam or something, I prefer a little more meat on the back. So it's very comfortable for me. I like it. It's a well-made uke. Looks beautiful inside and out. And Kala's really got it together. Beautiful top. I mean, look, that top is just gorgeous. Can you see that? So anyway, this was actually on sale for $199, but they're all gone now. And I bought one of their new, Hawaii Music Supply bought the Oahu brand cases now. So they're making the cases available. They have gig bags, all different kinds, but they also are making their cases available. So I bought one of their cases up, and instead of getting the uke crazy, and I really like it. Let me show it to you real quick. This is the case, the tweed. And you can always tell a case, you'll find if they have a latch back here or more than two on the front, they've upgraded, a little more heavy duty, nice leather handle, really beautiful. It's got the arch top. Your arch top gives you more, if someone steps on it, you don't have to worry about it collapsing. And this particular case, really nice. Let me see if I can turn it that way. Really nice padding. This particular uke has a very similar body to the KA-Aloha, so it fits in this case really snug. Oahu also builds cases that fit the Martin. The Martin body is much different than this of the KA-Aloha. And when I bought the KTS-7, the owner had upgraded to just a fantastic leather-covered case. So when I do the review on that, I will show you that case. It is just great. So anyway, solid spruce, spalted maple, laminate, back and sides. And you can get this in actually you can get them all the way through the baritones, so soprano, concert tenor, and baritone. And I'm sure they're probably switching over to the walnut fingerboards on all of those. Anyway, I will see you next week, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.